just like that. And we're live, guys. Facebook. Namaste. God bless. How the hell are all of you, man? It's 9 o'clock at night and I'm jumping in your face like that. Happy Wednesday to all of you. And it's tax day for all you late meatballs out there who decided to wait to the last minute. I'm going to just do my taxes now today and make it better. But no. But happy Wednesday. The week of travel is done. I'm grateful to be back. Here's something that I tried. For us nutmeggers, we know this state is notorious, as with any state, mind you. You have certain areas of traffic where it always bottles up. I didn't have that problem last week and leading into this week. With me, every morning I started with, today's a great day and it's going to be traffic free. And I tell you right now, every single day of travel that I endured, and we're talking between 4 and 6 p.m. travel time, mind you, that's prime time. Nada. Shit. So no traffic. So try it for yourself. I mean, I traveled through 2 notorious areas of the Nutmeg State here for traffic that is usually, I mean, crazy, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. So much love to the spirit gods, the traffic gods out there. It's National Day today of laundry. Yeah, so big deal. It's also tax day, National Banana Day. I mean, bananas are, and I got the yellow one to be a happy banana, my friend. It's also, well, this is a great story about tonight. It's National McDonald's Day. McDonald's, I mean, back, 30 years ago, that was actually pretty good. It was real food. I don't know about now. I have no idea what the hell they're serving because I haven't been there in a couple of decades. But the founder of McDonald's was not Ray Kroc, as people have this perception of. No, it was 2 meatballs in California who had an idea. Ray was a milkshake salesman, and he stumbled upon them out of the blue. And basically the rest is history. And people think that, and this is very, very smart, people think that Ray got into it for the McDonald's per se. He liked the food, he liked the concept, but You've got mail. He got into it for the real estate. And he made his fortune literally buying up corner lots near highways and main intersections to grow that aspect of it, because he just lease it back to the franchisees and make a fortune. So God bless him. And that was a great lesson I learned in business, but I'll give you that funny story. But I have the quote box tonight, and this has been misconstrued because today is also the day that Abe Lincoln was assassinated. And he said the best words, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Dr. Joe Dispenza quoted that many times, but at the same time, Lincoln is the one that came up with that. You had a simple man with a powerful mind, and he, in his short time he was here, leading this country. Indeed, the 16th president definitely helped this country in so many ways. The universe doesn't reward effort, it rewards harmony. Remember that, because when you implement something, you have to be 100% into it. A lot of people aren't into it. And I kind of learned the hard way there, man. Many moons ago, as a lot of you, as my personal friends know me throughout the years, when I had the bakery, people just saw the end result. They saw the facade and the sign and the products. But to get that, you have to have funding, man. And it was a lot easier back in the late 90s to it wasn't as expensive as it is now, per se. There wasn't as many regulations involved with it. So, I figured, I can go jack out, a 5-figure loan, any bank. You know what I mean? I got business plan for dummies, kind of perused it, I figured what the hell. And I presented a business plan to, I would say, God, at least 20 banks, 30 banks, all with the resounding no. You suck, go home. I couldn't understand why. Because here I am presenting what I thought was the best idea in the world. And to me it was, honestly. It was practical. And the business is still going today. I just didn't want it anymore. And I'm grateful that one of my ex-employees now has been running it, since 2007. 2005. And she's still running it. God bless her. But here I am, I'm sending out these business plans to all these banks and letters. No, 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 no. And I couldn't get it. And what I didn't realize was, and the universe doesn't reward effort, it rewards harmony. What I didn't realize was all the effort I was putting into it was absolutely wrong. I was given business plans in pencil. I wrote these things in pencil. And here, could you imagine a loan officer at a bank receiving this stuff from this this 30-year-old man? I think I should have read Business Plan for Dummies even more. Maybe it would have said you should type it up and present it that way. But remember that when you have a business plan, and people who know this, who've owned a business, you have a set of rules on there. And I'm gonna be quite simple with this. One of my little lights is kind of flickering. In that business plan, you have the executive summary. You have the company description, market analysis, organization, products and or services, sales strategy, and financial projections. What if you took, I mean, think about entrepreneurs. They put all of it, when they go into a business, I mean, they dive into it. See, that's all transformation is for us. It's us creating a reality plan that we want to live every day. We can still use the same template as a business plan. You got to realize we are our own entity. I mean, there is nobody like us, just like with the business. That's why they register their trademarks and they incorporate themselves to show the world their uniqueness. We already have the uniqueness within us. It's about us implementing that every single day. So use the business plan template, and I'll be precise here. Use the business plan template as your own life. And this is what changed me many moons ago, because I just use the basic business plan as a setup for who I am as a person every single day. Think about it. Executive summary. I really, in there it defines it, and I wrote you. The question is, your executive summary, who are you? Who are you as a person? What can you bring to the world? Company description, your entity, your specialty, what you want to bring, what you want to have, be, and do in life. Market analysis, and I made notes on this. Your targeted market of people. In other words, who do you want to surround yourself with? Because who you surround yourself with, you become. I mean, you can change that in a heartbeat. If you're living with a poverty mindset, you start surrounding yourself with people of wealth, you're naturally going to adapt that wealth mindset. This is the beauty of it. So be very careful about who you surround yourself with, because if you're a very positive person yet still trying to conform to the outside world and you're surrounded by negativity, you're not even going to realize it. You're going to start turning negative. That's how the mind is. It wants to adapt to its surroundings. But the problem is, if you keep doing that, you get anchored in those surroundings even when they're not there. So in essence, you're projecting. Universe doesn't reward effort, it rewards harmony. You're projecting the harmony of negativity. Your energy, your aura, what's around you. So be very careful about that. Organization. Who runs the show? The question is, who runs your life? Do you or does the world? This is what business people do. They create an atmosphere of uniqueness where nobody else runs their life except themselves. And for transformation, you have to grasp hold of the fact, who's running the show in your life? Are you, or is your surroundings running the show? It's when you start adapting the mindset of, this is who I am, this is how it's going to be, and that's it in my life, then life is going to start conforming around that. Products and or services. And I love this, because you're showing the world who you are. What kind of you are you giving to the world? In other words, you have to know what you want. You have to understand what kind of target you have for yourself out there and implement that target every single day. Your sales strategy. How are you going to approach life every day? Not selling yourself to reality, but who are you going to be every day? Because who you're being is what you're bringing. Remember that. Our energy at the moment is creating the next moment. Transformation is just you adapting the new principle of that new self and using the mindset every single day to bring that forward in finally financial projections. This is what they laughed at me at the bank. I was asking for all this money, and they were like, dude, you have nothing. You don't have a pot to piss in. But I really thought to myself, yes, I don't have a pot to piss in, but indeed I can still piss in a pot. I had confidence in my abilities, and eventually, and honestly, loan officers in banks and people perhaps will attest to this. If they like you, if they get a good energy vibe from you, they're going to give you a loan. Because after 20 or 30 banks that I tried to with my business back then, in envelopes in pencil, literally handwritten back then. I mean, one bank said, look, Jared, we'll give you a shot, man. We like the idea. When in essence, they liked me as a person. They liked my persistence, and they liked the fact that I kept pushing the narrative on how practical I was trying to bring to the world my idea of it. You have that same kind of attitude, that fortitude to show the world who you are, no matter how you present it, man. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I can see myself, on a college platform giving a speech and standing there stoically. Yes, I did a business plan in pencil, and it still started the path of America's Mentor because it showed me how to approach life. No matter how life is set up, you can still approach it. You can still approach it, and you should approach it in your own unique way. And listen to these quotes, because these here is basically transformation, but they're business quotes, they're entrepreneurial quotes. And I'm going to get my Einsteins on for this, man. You guys have been so, how should we say, nice. Oh, I love your glasses, Jerry. Yeah, well, what the hell, man? They're getting a little age, you're getting, the eyesight's kind of going to hell. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. What is Mark Zuckerberg saying here? You have this thing inside of us. We have this idea, this perception, this gut feeling about something we want. Take the risk. In other words, with your life. You can't lose at this game, man. This is the beauty about life. You can't lose, because if you're showing the world who you truly are, the world can only show you that. So if your life is not turning out the way you thought it would be, think about it. It's the way you thought it would be. The secret of getting ahead, indeed, is getting started. Mark Twain, you're awesome with that. Indeed, little steps, man. I'm not saying jump in the pool all at once. If you're don't have a definitive plan, you don't need a definitive plan. You just need to take steps along the way. Keep showing that energy of who you are and watch how the world responds to that. Next one here, this is awesome. I like that they were stuck together because of the heat. And I love this heat, man. I love it. Finally, 2 months ago we had 2 feet of snow. Here we are sitting in like 80-degree heat. I love it. Friggin' love it. Your time is limited. Your time is limited. This makes sense. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Much love to you, the late Steve Jobs, for that. I mean, this guy took something, had a vision that he wanted to put a personal computer in every home. That was it. He had a vision. What happened? There's a personal computer literally in every home. So whatever you're holding as a vision in your life that you grasp onto every day, it can materialize. It can. Indeed, with you taking the action needed, thinking the process, making the plan. Remember, you are your own entity. You start treating yourself as a business, perhaps it'll up the ante on how you approach life, because indeed we are. If you really think about it, and you start treating it like that, you'll be more careful with who you surround yourself with, what you're investing your time in, and believe me, life is going to show you. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. I mean, talk about a man who went through hell, and he actually said, if you're going through hell, keep going. Indeed, you're going to have speed bumps, man. You're going to have past lives that you've lived in that dimensional realm of thinking that's going to pop up once in a while. Indeed, don't let it deter you. Transformation is a process. It's a journey, man. I can attest to it. It's an amazing journey I've been on for the last, 12, 13 years. I love this process because I keep learning every single day. And last but not least, the man who moves mountains begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. Think about it. He just explained what I just said. Small steps, man. Small steps every single day. Small steps are going to lead to bigger steps. Bigger steps, bigger mindset, bigger thinking, bigger outcomes, and indeed a bigger destiny. Really, Really grasp it for yourself, because life, I mean, you think about it, you are your own entity. You are your own business. What are you showing the world every day with your products and services? What are you showing the world every day with who you are? Because that is what the world is going to give you right back. It's your own karmic way of living. So create something that's grand, man. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Don't tell anybody. Just create it. Think about it. Write it every single day like I do. Watch how your life expands. You're going to start seeing all these little synchronicities and, most importantly, serendipities as a result. There are no miracles. We are our own miracle. And we create that every single day. I'll leave you with this. On my wall, to my right, that would be to your left, on my wall is my preamble of who I am every single day. That was the start of the life plan, as I call it. Create your own life plan. Create your own constitution, your preamble of who you are, and read that every day before you leave the house. And start living that every day. Watch what life shows you. Happy Wednesday, guys. I will be on tomorrow night with Kurt. What am I going to hit with him tomorrow night? Awareness. And Friday night, I got a show coming on as well. So please join me. America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. Much love to you, Instagram. # America's Mentor. Jerry Maldonado on YouTube. The shorts are doing great. Thanks to all of you. Happy Wednesday. Stay cool, my friends. And I'll talk to you guys soon, man.